Okay, so this is a brief demonstration of iKMC, or I Know My Customers. It's a small business credit manager in a box app that installs locally on a Microsoft-based PC, and it's aimed at companies turning over between, say, £500,000 and £15 million turnover. So let's register. Just bear with me whilst I go through these details. Okay, so that's the details completed on that page. I'm now going to go to my email. Hopefully I've received an email with an account activation link. So there's the activation link. That's taken me back to a secure part of the website. So I'm just going to re-enter the same password that I entered previously. And there's the account set up. So back to the email. I've got another email. This time I've got an activation key and a download link. So I'm just going to take that activation key whilst I'm here and click on the download link. This is just my firewall kicking in here, asking me for permission to download the file. So we've downloaded an installer. The installer has had a look on the PC, has seen what has been already installed, and it's detected that it needs to download iKMC. So iKMC is now downloaded. It's automatically started up. It's checked to see whether there's a software update available. There's no update. It's asking me for my activation key, so I'm just going to enter the key that I copied off that email. It's going to verify that. There's a web service connection here between iKMC and our servers. And it's asking me to help set up the connection to the accounting package. That's because there are two companies in this accounting package, so I'm just going to select the one that I want to connect to, and there's a password associated with that. Okay, so iKMC is now set up. It's now taking every customer supplier record, invoice, payment, credit note, and processing that. We've got 18 months of data that's been picked up here. As you can see, it's relatively quick. So that's it. We're now into iKMC. We've downloaded the Explorer version of I Know My Customers. So this is the basic version. You can see on this screen we're concentrating really on cost of credit, the cost of giving credit to your customers. Our histogram over here, as you can see as I hover over it, then it's giving me various values at points in time. Let's go and have a look at our list of customers. So here are all my customers. They're ranked by value of ledger balance, but I can click on any of these and column headers, and that will resort the list. Let's just jump into one of these. Let's have a look at Framptons Limited. You can see as I'm clicking in, there are various values that aren't being displayed. This is because, as I say, we're in Explorer version here. Explorer is probably the giveaway, or certainly the cheap version. And if I was to take the tracker version, which is the middle level, then these values would be displayed. I can go into Credit Guard. Credit Guard is the credit manager in a box piece. And this really is listing all the companies where there is at least one overdue invoice, and this is telling me what I need to do for each customer. So if I pick up Frampton's again, it's telling me that I need to send a firm chase letter to Frampton's. But before I do that, I need to go and set up a couple of things. Let's just go into settings, and I'm just going to pick up company detail settings. Let's make sure that that's okay. Pick up my bank settings. So obviously when I come in here, I don't know anything about the bank of my bank, so I'm just going to set this up. So I'm just going to set up I don't know. I'm going to make up a sort code and make up a bank account number. So that's me setting up my company bank account details. I'm going to set up my contact details as well. So really what I'm doing here is I'm setting up the details of the person who is running the credit control. Okay, so let's just jump now back into Credit Guard. I should really have done this before I went in here first of all. Let's pick up Frampton's. Let's have a look at the customer settings. So this is telling me that I need to set up some further details about Frampton's this time. So who do I send invoices to? Let's send this to Andrew. Obviously, I only need to do these kind of things once. What should we make Andrew? Purchasing manager. So that's set up the contact details at the customer. Let's just pick up those bank details that I created earlier. Hit save. So I want to create a firm chase letter. Let's click on firm chase. So iKMC has automatically created a firm chase letter to Frampton's Limited. Here you can see it's picked up the contact details I entered. Let's just run down here. We've got a slight bug at the moment with displaying telephone number and not postcode, but that's a fairly quick one to sort out, I'd have thought. So here's our firm chase letter. You can see we attach a statement of account along with that. So if I want to print it, I'd click there. Otherwise, I can email it. So let's click on email. And Andrew's about to get an email from us. And it's as simple as that. It's updated the credit control history, so I can come in here anytime now, and I know that I sent a firm chase letter on the 1st of October. At the time, the oldest invoice was 24 days old, and if I was to do something now, then the next task would be send a firm chase letter. But you know, obviously, as time goes by, I can send letters which are more and more, let's say, aggressive. So my next one might be a final demand letter, then moving into a pre-legal action, then moving into debt collection. So that is, just whilst I'm here, I'm going to open items so you can see which of the open items. I think this is all of the open invoices. And if there was any open credit notes, there are a few open credit notes, so they're listed there as well. At the bottom of the screen, I've got a synchronize button. This allows me to, if I click on this button, then it's going to synchronize with Sage again, so pick up any changes that have happened since I last connected to Sage. It's also going to synchronize with the server, so if there are any updates to, I don't know, company information or something like that, then it would pick up those updates too. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to revalidate my activation key. So if my activation key has been updated in terms of a product version or in terms of branding, then it's going to pick those up. So let's just see what happens when I click synchronize. Okay, we're back in iKMC now, and as we can see, the branding has automatically changed. And I've now got additional options on my menu list. So this is a new option. And what happens in the background is that we've updated the product version from Explorer to Tracker. So here we're seeing different menu options. Let's go and pick up the company details again. Oops, sorry, company details. I'm going to pick up Dewar and Sons. Here we can see now we have all of these items populated. Let's go into the credit agency option. And here within the credit agency option, I've got the ability to link this customer. So let's link the customer. So Dewar, so click on link. Just doing a search against the database. Here's my link. And so what we've done here is we've linked the customer account Dewar to the credit agency record on Dewar, but also we've simulated, and this is just simulation at the moment, we've simulated bringing back a data packet and making a decision on the company. So here we can see that the credit balance has been set to £25,000, and we've interpreted the risk information coming back so that you can see that we're displaying sentences rather than risk scores or things like that. You may trade with this customer on credit terms, and then we're saying how you should trade with that customer. So that's basically iKMC. We're still working on integration with credit agency data. Hopefully you can see we've kept it fairly simple. We have, oops, let's just get rid of that. We've kept it fairly simple. We've tried to keep it really clean. And really what Raymond's do here is to produce a hands-off app. We don't want to have to go to customer services. We don't want to have to go to training. It needs to be hands-off. You saw it was pretty simple to set up, pretty quick. So thank you very much. Bye.